the SEC, the Big Ten, the ACC, all with teams, newcomers, making the conference championship game. I found, that's something to bring up here, guys. It's 49 being the total, -2 in the hook. That is the Longhorns as the quote-unquote home favorite. Now, this game in Atlanta, so you might think, Athens is almost a suburb of Atlanta, Georgia, if you're not familiar with the area. Georgia obviously used to playing in the SEC championship game. This is in Mercedes-Benz where the Falcons play their home games. Texas has only lost. They get to kind of revenge that here. 11-1, their only loss coming to Georgia. They were -4-point favorites in that game that was in Austin. Georgia won that game 30-15, and I bring that up because I could see something similar here, guys. I know a lot of people pointing towards Georgia struggling with the Georgia Tech game, but you could almost see that coming. Georgia maybe looking a little bit past them, and Georgia Tech kind of matched up well against Georgia, in my opinion, just at the line of scrimmage. We saw in this first matchup, Georgia, their defensive line kind of take control. And that's a lot of times in the sport of football, particularly college football, that's not fixable if you can't stop their defensive line. I think Texas might be able to, I don't know, maybe improve a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be, that much improvement here. I actually think it's wrong team favorite. I'm surprised by this line. I like the Georgia Bulldogs in this one, guys.
So certainly when we look at Georgia's season, they've been money losers all year. They've underachieved. They're coming off this crazy 8 overtime game, in which I'm not going to say they certainly they faced adversity and rallied back from it, but they also gave Georgia Tech multiple chances to win. I guess when you say wrong team favorite here, how confident are you that Georgia is the better of these two teams? Because even with their win in the first meeting, right now my power rating does not have Georgia as the better of these two teams.
This wouldn't be like a wrong team favorite. I'm smacking the board. I'm so confident in it. And you bring up a good kind of profile there, Teddy. I mean, we normally don't see 10-2 teams straight up be 3-9 against the spread. And that is something you got to pay attention to. That is the Georgia Bulldogs. So, look, it could go either way. I just think with the game, the way that it played out last time, I wouldn't be surprised if Georgia pulls this one off. But at the same time, it's another kind of thing we need to bring up with college football. This is the one downfall. And I've actually been, I guess, pleasantly surprised with how this 12-team playoff has worked out this season. But for this particular game, I think it takes a little bit away with both of these two teams likely making the playoffs already. It almost takes a little bit of that kind of, flavor of the SEC championship out of it a little bit.
Drew Martin, everybody. Guys, Drew is on a 6-1 and 20-9 NFL run. He has a 5% play up tonight. You can use the cyber special on that 5%, 25% off of Drew's 5% tonight. Drew, what else do you got to promote, brother?
Yeah, Prez, thanks for that, guys. 5% max limit bomb up for tonight. The 6-1 and 20-9 runs as well since week 2 of the NFL. And I guess I would promote on top of that, I've been doing the NFL opening line report with Teddy Covers, and I've been doing it for many, many years now. And I've had some success, some major success in the NFL. And one thing I would throw out there, guys, is yes, I go through the odds board and go, man, what do I like? What do I not like? I take my notepad right here and I host the show for Teddy, but pretty much I'm just teeing it up for him. And I just take notes as we go down. Yeah. I would recommend that for everybody out there. If you're an NFL bettor, it comes up at 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, each and every Monday. And just listening to TC and his breakdowns and his projections, it's really helped me out in my NFL handicapping, guys.